Guys, thank you for checking out this video. So I'm going to be discussing why you guys should be making passive income if you already haven't started. Now, this is going to be applicable for those that are looking to make income on the side, but they're not sure too much about passive income, or those that don't know nothing about this. Then this is going to be a fantastic video for you. If you're currently just getting your main income from your job, then you should be considering other ways to beef up the income you do get collectively by making passive income on the side. So guys, without giving too much in the intro, let's get started with this video and I'll discuss everything throughout this video. Let's get going. Right guys, so thank you for those that are checking out this video. Before I steer you guys through this video, for those that have not already joined the Sassy Woman Finance channel, please guys, it takes a few seconds to support this channel by hitting the subscribe button below, the red button. Few seconds, massive support my end. On top of that, if you do enjoy this video, smash the like button, again that greatly helps out, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. So this is a topic I've been wanting to discuss. Actually, I should have started a video on my channel with this because it's fundamental that most people consider making passive income on the side. Now, essentially, I think the importance of this is these days, your main income, with everything going up, with inflation on the rise, everything's become more expensive. The cost of living is going up and salaries are not matching it. So your main salary, or the active salary you get from your work, may not be compensating for everything going up. Hence, having a income on the side is, I would say, crucial. So in short guys, passive income is important because it creates stability, security and freedom in your financial life. So you have the more choices in terms of what you can do because you're having more money coming in. Additionally, since passive income is not limited by your time and effort, it can have a positive and significant effect on your ability to build wealth. So this is a fantastic definition, and I think that pretty much puts nicely how having passive income on the side can benefit you guys massively. So I'm going to be discussing several positives of why you should be considering making passive income and why it would hugely benefit your life. So if we get started with the first one, and that's essentially that the paycheck you get every month, you're not gonna just solely rely on that paycheck. Now, when we do get that paycheck, that's essentially everything. So this is your active income because it's your main income that you get, and you have to live the whole month off that paycheck. Now, for some people, depending on the income, the paycheck may last the full month, but at the end of the day, for some, it's just basically you have a few pounds or your bank account is cleared by the end of the month. So you can see in that scenario where a person is completely out of money and they're solely relying on that paycheck. If that paycheck was to be gone tomorrow, if you no longer got paid by that employer, what are you going to do? You're going to be in a bad scenario. You would have to go and claim benefits from unemployment benefits, and you'll waste time seeking a new job, which you guys know is extremely pressurizing. It's not easy to do, and it causes quite instability in that respect in your life too. So it's a bad thing to just it's not a great scenario hugely to rely on that just one paycheck that comes in, and if that fails to come in, your guys are pretty screwed. So Yeah. The second thing is having more freedom to do what you do. When you're working for someone, one, you don't choose the time. Second, you don't choose the responsibilities you carry out. You have no control over anything. So literally you have no freedom. You go to your 9 to 5 job, you're there, then you come home, maybe you're commuting, time's getting wasted. Essentially the time you're giving is going to your employer as if you were to work on your own initiative, in the sense that you was creating a passive income on the side. So you had something set up, maybe online, selling ebooks, selling a course. That extra income would mean that you can have more choices throughout the year to do what you want. So you can go on more holidays. And not only that, because I gave the example that your job is 9 till 5, right? If your passive income starts to make more money than your active income, you can essentially give up your main job and have the full freedom of living off the money you're making through your passive income and enjoy your time according to what you want to do. Set out your own schedule. And I think that is hugely beneficial, and that's where the freedom element comes in, because for lots of people the passive income they are making on the side is just so much that they just don't need to work in their main job. So that's an important consideration, whether you should be making passive income. And then I think moving on from that one, you would have a stress-free life. Now, how does that work? So essentially, if you're if you have more of these supplementary incomes coming in, that's obviously less stressful, because if your main job goes tomorrow, you don't have to worry because you do have this income. There is money coming in from somewhere. So if an unexpected emergency comes up, or you need to pay for some costs that you didn't foresee or you didn't budget for, you're covered because you have this passive income, this pot of money that is sitting on the side that you can utilize in these specific circumstances. And imagine mentally how much stress that takes off you, because finances, money, all this thing, finances, money is a huge chunk of our lives. We can't do nothing without money. You have to pay your bills. You wouldn't have a roof over your head. So of course it's going to lead to less stress if you do have supplementary or passive income coming in. You have somewhere to resort to if you do have financial issues. So opening up different revenues of making income is extremely important, you can say. I love this one. So working from anywhere. So like I've already said, if your passive income streams supersedes or is by far making much more money than your main job, quit your main job and you can essentially work from anywhere. Like literally you can go to America, Canada, the Caribbean, because you're not relying or you're not working for someone. They don't choose your work or place. They don't choose your time. You could pick up and go anywhere. And I think that's the most beneficial thing for me personally, that you don't have to be sitting in one place. That you could wake up like anytime you want, preferably not too late, because you have responsibilities to carry on making the passive income, but nonetheless it's not a big deal because that income is derived from limited time you implemented by you. So you don't have to be implementing all your time in terms of creating passive income. You can create something and it will keep making a turnover of income even when you're sleeping, which is fantastic. So like I said, you can work from anywhere. Even the time you're using going back and forth, you're still making income because it's passive. You've essentially put the effort in and the income is coming on the side. Because you're making lots of income from passive means, you have more freedom. You have, you can put more money into savings and investments, which is extremely beneficial to you, because the more backup money in savings and investments you have, it's going to work in your favor. And you obviously know that by having a good savings pot is going to always be useful, especially if you go for a high yield savings account. You know, all the interest you'll be getting on that when you put this extra money in, hugely beneficial. And taking out investments with all the extra money you're getting in is great, especially if you put them into high dividend stocks and shares. Essentially, what that means is when you put the money in there, the company will give you a certain percentage back because you have invested in them. Now, I'm not going to go into too much of that, but you could see you have the leniency, you have the freedom to pluck that money and put it into other things that can give you a bit more of a return. So your money essentially just keeps growing, which is kind of the direction I want you guys to be thinking and heading in. Right, and the last thing is early retirement. Now, for most, kind of roughly, if you're working, say, a normal job, correct? Even if you're earning a lot of money, 50, 60, 70k, I mean, if to retire by, like, say, for 40 or 50, it's still going to be difficult because the pot kind of runs dry quickly. You know, there's always going to be expenses, and like I said, inflation is on the high, so everything's going to get more expensive, so the chances are you would have to come out that retirement pretty quickly. However, if you're making passive income, you're making double the income that you would if you add, basically, just if you were getting the money from your job alone. Now you get the job money, what you earn from work, and your passive income. Or if you have the scenario where your passive income is making double, if not triple, quadruple, then you don't have the main job anymore. You don't need it because you have this passive income. The amount of money you're getting there, of course, you have the ability to retire early because there's ample money coming in. You can easily afford to retire, probably even before 50, 40. I know some people that retired at 30, and I'm thinking that's way too early, because what you're going to do sitting around when the economy is still shooting up and getting more and more expensive. You know, at least you can retire 10, 20 years early. That is more than enough. So you can see the direction I'm going in terms of this passive income. And I think that you have to remember, it's not just about yourself. Any kind of supplementary income you make, you can leave it to your kids if there's an emergency, if something happens and unforeseeable circumstances happen, you're not around one day, you have a good pot of money to leave to your family. There's so many scenarios that link from this passive income scenario where, you know, you do have that money. It can be utilized for many purposes. So what you got to think, guys, the side income you make, there's so many branches of benefits to you. As if you work for someone, you're solely relying on that job and you have to hope that job does not go. So I would highly recommend keep in tune with all my videos discussing the various methods of making passive income, because it's going to be beneficial to you guys. If you're implementing any of those methods, if you think that you have a skill set, actually you don't really need a skill, but you can easily implement that method with a little bit of time spent after your work or whenever you have the time, and you can make some money, then go ahead and do so, because it's only going to benefit you, it's only going to benefit your family, it's going to benefit the lifestyle you want to have and, you know, the future lifestyle you want to achieve. So yeah, guys, I hope I've convinced you enough to consider going into the avenue of making passive income. If this video has given you some useful information, then please hit the like button. That would greatly support the channel. Otherwise, do, like I said, a few seconds, hit the subscribe button. That would greatly help me out. Leave a comment. I would like to know kind of your circumstances at the moment, whether you would consider making passive income. So yeah, guys, that is everything from me, and I hope this information has been useful to you guys. And you know, keep in tune with my videos, and I'll see you in the next video. And also guys, please do check out the links I have in the video description below, especially if you're looking for equipment to get started with. If you're thinking of YouTube as a passive income method, I have some equipment that you could check out, which I use myself. And yeah, if you do purchase anything of it, obviously I get a small commission from it, very small, but yeah, it will greatly support me out. So I'm going to stop chatting. I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to let you guys enjoy your weekend, and I'm going to do the same. So guys, take care. I'll see you very soon in the next video. Bye.